Happy Thursday. It's Jen with Polk County Public Libraries here with a book talk. I also wanted to let you know that we have put out all of our literary pumpkins. They're out at Columbus Library, Saluda Library, and on Facebook, so go ahead and check those out and vote for your favorites. And also tune in next week. We're going to have a video with some really yummy Halloween snacks, so be on the lookout for that. So coming up, we have two holidays. We have Halloween and Election Day. So I chose some young adult books that go with both of those. So our first one is There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. And I've read another book by her, Anna and the French Kiss, which was great, but very different. So these first three books I'm going to go through, these are all scary, spooky horror books. So this one I would recommend for, of course, older teens for all these books. If you're into like slasher movies, you might like this one. It is a serial killer. So it's about a girl who goes to live with her grandmother in Nebraska. And one by one, students in her high school began to die in a series of gruesome murders. Alright, this next one, Dread Nation, is a little bit different. It's an alternate history book. So it is set back in the, I'm not going to say what century because I'm bad at history. It is set at the end of the Civil War. And Confederate and Union soldiers at the end of the war, the ones who have died, rise from the dead. And so the teenager in this book, her name is Jane. She was born right before the end of the war, and it's just a really different America now, and they have to attend combat schools to learn how to fight the dead, and they have different roles in their society. So that's a cool alternate history one. And our last scary book is called Saw Kill Girls. So this is kind of a supernatural one if you're more into that. It's about three teenage girls. They live on an island, and on this island girls have been disappearing mysteriously for decades. So they decide to take on this evil monster that is causing these disappearances. And this has been called Old School Horror meets Fresh Female Forward Fury. Alright, so those are our scary books. Now we'll move on to like our voting Election Day books, and these are a little more fun. This one is called Yes, No, Maybe So, and it is a romance. It's about two teenagers, Jamie and Maya, and they've both volunteered to work to campaign for the state Senate candidate. And so they have to go door to door together canvassing, and guess what? They fall in love. Alright, this next one is called Most Likely. It is set in the future in 2048, and a woman is about to be sworn in as president, and she is looking back at her senior year of high school and kind of telling her story of the four girls in this story, and you don't know which girl it is who's being sworn in as president until the very end. So I thought that was a kind of an interesting premise. And then our last one, it's another romance. It's called The Voting Booth. So if you like romance, you have a few good options here. So this is Marva and Duke, and they both go to vote on the same day, but Duke cannot vote for some reason, and Marva is very into voting, and she's been volunteering and doing all this stuff, and she just can't stand that he can't vote. So they spend this whole whirlwind day together going around to different polling places and trying to get him to be able to vote. So check out one of these books to celebrate Halloween or Election Day.